Hello everyone and welcome to the magnificent Estadio Bernabéu in Madrid for this heavyweight Champions League match between Real Madrid and Manchester City. Real Madrid come into this Champions League matchday 6 tie under pressure and in a mixed spell of form. In Europe's elite competition, Los Blancos sit in 6th place in the group standings with 12 points from 5 matches, needing a result to secure a comfortable route through to the last 16. Domestically in La Liga, Real Madrid had recently broken a 3-match winless run with a convincing 3-0 victory away at Athletic Bilbao, but then suffered a surprising 2-0 home defeat to Celta Vigo in their latest league outing, dampening confidence just days before facing City. With manager Xabi Alonso under increasing scrutiny and questions about defensive solidity mounting, Madrid knew this can be a season-defining night at the Santiago Bernabéu. Manchester City arrive in Madrid with European aspirations slightly shaken by inconsistent form earlier in the campaign, but still dangerous at full throttle. In the Champions League group, City are positioned in a worrying 12th spot with 10 points. A win away here tonight would lift them into a strong position for automatic qualification and potentially a top 8 spot going into the knockout phase. A defeat would put a lot of pressure on Pep's team with only 2 games remaining in the league phase. In the Premier League, City have won their last 3, scoring an impressive 11 goals, but also conceding 6. They are showing flashes of quality, but with vulnerabilities to address. Put together, this should give us quite an opening game this evening. Team news: and Real Madrid have been dealt a huge blow with Kylian Mbappe deemed only fit enough for the bench. Mbappe missed open training on Tuesday with a reported fractured finger as well as a leg injury. With 25 goals and 21 games, he will be a big miss for Real Madrid tonight. That's alongside Xabi Alonso's already depleted squad with Trent Alexander-Arnold, Dani Carvajal and Dean Howson also out. Under pressure, Xabi Alonso makes 3 changes from Sunday's defeat by Celta Vigo here. Rodrygo comes in from Mbappe, with former Chelsea defender Rudiger returning to the side in place of Eder Militao. The other 3 changes see ex-Arsenal loanee Dani Ceballos coming in for Arda Güler in midfield. England international Jude Bellingham starts for the home side. For Manchester City, boss Pep Guardiola would love to get one over on Real Madrid and names the same starting lineup as the one that beat Sunderland on Saturday. It means the likes of Omar Marmoush, Savinho and Reinders have to make do with a place on the bench. And kick-off. We're underway in Madrid, and the Bernabéu, as always, feels like the definition of life. Loud, fierce, theatrical. The huge tifo unfurls behind Courtois, the chants crash down in waves, and right from the opening whistle, Real Madrid fly into tackles with an intensity we didn't see at the weekend. And immediately, chaos. Vinicius Jr. drives straight at Nunes. He skips past him and goes down. Penalty! The referee points to the spot inside 3 minutes. The stadium explodes with noise. But wait, there's going to be a VAR check. Let's have a look. Replays show that Nunes clipped him just outside the box. Correct call there. It's going to be a free kick. This is a classic example of where the use of VAR is justified. Stick around though, I'm sure by the end of this game we will have solid examples of why its use is unjustified. The Bernabéu growls in response to the VAR call. Nunes exhales in relief. Valverde will take the free kick. He unleashes a thunderous strike. That whistles just inches past the post. The shot in fact deflects off Diaz with Donnarumma rooted. Inches saving Man City now on 2 occasions. Real have come right out of the blocks this evening. Here they come again at pace. Rodrygo blazing down the right. He flashes in a beautifully measured pass right across the face of the goal. Vinicius is arriving. Donnarumma comes out to close the angle. Vinny tries to chip the keeper. Just wide. Replays show the Brazilian used the outside of his right foot. The height was good, but the spin takes it wide of the goal. Coach Alonso will be hoping that Madrid don't live to regret these misses earlier on. Madrid continue to suffocate City. Every time the visitors try to build, the press snaps. Jude Bellingham is effectively operating as a left-sided destroyer out of possession, sprinting 30 yards at a time to shut angles. The Bernabeu is quickly warming to their team's energy. City haven't settled at all. They're being pressed like they've walked into a hurricane. Foden hacks down Rodrygo in frustration. That's an early yellow for him. Haaland hasn't touched the ball yet. Madrid then appeal for another handball on Nunes, but the referee waves them away. City finally string a few passes together, calming the tempo, but Real are ferocious without the ball, snapping, swarming, baiting mistakes. Then, the first moment of venom between Haaland and Asencio. A shove, a fall, theatrical complaints. Oh, the fuse is lit early. City, though, still can't find any rhythm. Just one shot, one touch inside the Madrid box. That being said, the game is still scoreless. Approaching the half-hour mark, Madrid come forward centrally with Bellingham. There's a huge amount of space for him to run into. The Man City midfield has evaporated. City's defence are playing a dangerous high line with no pressure on the ball. Bellingham releases Rodrygo, who receives a perfectly weighted ball from Bellingham on this right side. Rodrygo's first touch is immaculate. He glides with speed into the box, too fast for O'Reilly. Rodrygo's about 8 yards out to the right side of the 6-yard box. He angles his body and shoots with his right foot. Go! What a finish by the Brazilian! A pinpoint, low drive across Donnarumma into the far corner. The stadium erupts and begins to shake as if a bomb has gone off. It's Rodrygo's first goal in 32 games, but you'd never know it from the confidence of the finish. City carved right open. Donnarumma was slow to get down, I think. I feel he will be disappointed with that. Madrid, though, deservedly ahead. There's been a lot of talk of Rodrygo leaving the club since the summer. The player himself has always said he doesn't want to go, and he has made a statement here. One that could perhaps rescue the very coach who it seems doesn't see him as part of his first team plans. Suddenly, the Bernabeu has come alive. The disappointing loss to Celta Vigo here at the weekend temporarily forgotten. Madrid are not satisfied with one goal, though. They keep pushing. Rodrygo again dangerous. Vinicius chasing everything. Valverde hammering into duels. City are wobbling and Madrid need to put them to the sword before City get back in the game. There are some sparks of hope for City. Doku begins to get into it more, finding little pockets, forcing Carreras back. But still, City look predictable, flat, too slow, too risk-averse. They have a corner now, though, from the right. Over half an hour played. It's hit deep to the far side of the 6-yard box. Gvardiol rises highest, easily beating his man. He heads straight at Courtois. It should be dealt with easily, but the keeper spills it horribly. O'Reilly is lurking. Go! The young defender reacts first to stab the ball in from 3 yards. The Bernabeu has come to life. With their opening, as suddenly as it had come to life with their opening goal, now falls silent in disbelief. Madrid were just not physical enough in defending that corner. It was too easy for Gvardiol to get up for that header. Courtois slams the turf in frustration. That was a gift from him, an uncharacteristic mistake from possibly the world's #1 keeper. City don't care though, they celebrate wildly in the far corner. Madrid desperately hope that VAR will find something, but the goal stands. City, without doing anything much offensively, are level. It also marks a significant change in attitude from both teams. Madrid's early fury dissolves into irritability, almost as if they were sulking that City scored. City's confidence now growing. And here City come again, through Doku down this left side. He squeezes the ball through 2 Madrid defenders to O'Reilly, who can get to the byline and clip in a cross. Haaland makes a run towards it, but Rudiger grapples Haaland and the Norwegian collapses under the pressure. Play continues, but not for long. VAR is telling Mr. Turpin, the referee, to take a look at the monitor, which he's going to do. The referee walks over. He takes one glance. He's turned away. That's so quick. Penalty! And Rudiger booked for his troubles. Watching replays, I think it is a penalty. Yes, you see holding like that all the time from corners and free kicks, But I think as Haaland may have had a chance of getting on the end of O'Reilly's cross, the officials have no choice but to award the penalty. Haaland himself steps up. He's missed a few in the recent past, but those misadventures are not going to stop him from going again. Here he comes. He strikes hard and low to the right. Courtois dives to the left. Go! Man City lead 2-1 at Bernabeu. What a turnaround. 10 minutes of craziness. A complete reversal. Madrid are furious with themselves, with City, with the referee. I'm not sure. Maybe all of them. There is that sense of sulkiness again. Well, they're going to have to throw that off quickly, as there is still over half a game to play. City are gleeful, and the away end is bouncing. The Madrid fans, so loud early on, now stunned into silence. And then City nearly at a third, right on the stroke of half-time. A fast break led by Doku again down this left side. As he crosses the halfway line, he sees O'Reilly making a lung-bursting run forward. Doku plays it to him perfectly, breaking Madrid's defensive line. O'Reilly gets to the edge of the penalty area and plays the ball right across the line to Haaland, who's held his run. The big Norwegian shoots powerfully first time from near the penalty spot, but Courtois does excellently to get down to his left and claw it away. The danger's not gone yet, though. It's going to fall to Cherki on the right side of the penalty area. He thumps it first time back at goal, and Courtois denies City again. This time down to his right, and getting so much power on his save that the ball deflects all the way out to the left side for a throw-in. Coach Xabi Alonso will be desperate to get his players in for half-time. Gvardiol will not want the half to end. But there is the whistle. Half-time. What a half. Real Madrid 1, Manchester City 2. A wild, disjointed, almost chaotic first half. Real began brilliantly, intense, aggressive, purposeful. They pressed like a team trying to win their season back. Rodrygo's opener was deserved. But City rode out the storm, scored a messy equaliser from a corner, then punished Rudiger's rashness to take the lead. Madrid fans whistled their players off. City walk off confident, but knowing Real are not done. Madrid's energy dipped after the goal, and that will be of concern to Alonso. There's no doubting their ability, but the bigger question mark will be over their attitude. Do they have a fight in them? City have the advantage now, and Madrid look vulnerable, but this is the Bernabeu, and this is Madrid, so expect the unexpected. There's volatility in the air. Expect the kind of game the Bernabeu normally feeds on. Second half, Madrid start the half positively, and that's a good omen for them. Perhaps they do have fire in them. A sweeping Madrid counter. Carreras wins the ball brilliantly. He skips past two in his own half before releasing Vinicius down this left side, who takes it deep into the City half. He then whips a pulled back cross to Rodrygo, who's held his run about 10 yards outside the box. He has space. Bellingham is making a late surging run on his right. Rodrygo feeds it to him perfectly. The run is timed so well that the City backline can do nothing but watch as he advances on Donnarumma. The Englishman takes a touch and then tries to chip the big Italian keeper. Oh, it's over! Bellingham kicks the advertising boards in frustration. That's a massive chance, and he knows it. The whole stadium groans. He just got too much on that dink. City breathe a sigh of relief. No time to rest though, and City come right down the other end. Haaland trying to find an opening at the edge of the box. Madrid get a toe on the ball, but that is going to come nicely to Cherki inside the box on the right side. Madrid momentarily though hold him up, but he jinks to his right, just outside the angle of the 6-yard box, and gets a shot away, saved by Courtois. He instinctively stuck out a hand and stopped the shot close to his body. This time the ball does not get away from him, and he's able to gather it safely. The game is end to end now. It's up for grabs as to which team will win this mental arm wrestle. City are determined for it to be them. They pour forward again. Cherki slips Haaland through on a gorgeous disguised pass, but Courtois again saves bravely. Shortly after, it's Doku, growing in confidence as the game goes on, and he begins to get more and more space. He lets fly from 15 yards. Courtois makes another stunning stop, tipping the ball out for a corner, with Haaland lurking ominously for any loose ball. The big Belgian is keeping Madrid alive single-handedly. But City now control the tempo. Real's defensive shape is unravelling. They look tired, stretched, reactive. City have pushed Madrid's arm back and are pushing for the win. Madrid swap Gonzalez for Güler, trying to regain creativity. City keep probing and Real keep hanging on. Doku is taking the ball for walks now. It's his playground. He beats Bellingham, draws fouls, slows the game, accelerates it, whatever he wants. Madrid fans whistle a misplaced Courtois clearance, anxiety creeping in and affecting the Madrid players. With still 20 minutes to play, Gvardiol decides to bring on 3 fresh attackers, Reinders, Marmoush and Savinho, a whole new front line. Pep making exactly the same substitutions he did against newly promoted Sunderland at the weekend. At that time it was thought that he wanted to rest his key players for this game. Surely he's not that confident that he thinks he can do the same here at the Bernabeu. Whatever the reason, it does result in a shift in possession, with Madrid seeing more of the ball. Madrid are starting to go more direct. Valverde driving into space, Vinicius cutting inside, Rodrygo trying to spark something, but nothing sticks. They try again down this left side. Rodrygo turns left, then switches back right. He digs out a cross. It's going to come to Vinicius, who's free on the edge of the 6-yard box. He heads it goalward, but heads it wide. Poor marking from City there, and Vinicius knows he should have done better. Madrid have not been short of good chances this evening. They just have not been clinical, while City have, and that's the difference. Real Madrid make another change as they try to inject some energy into this game. Dani Ceballos makes way for Brahim Diaz, appearing now against his former club. I don't even think Kylian Mbappe is warmed up on the sideline. He must be really struggling if he is not coming on with 17 minutes to go. City counter quickly and Madrid foul cynically, with Rudiger bringing down Savinho at the edge of the penalty area. The German is already on a yellow, but French referee Clement Turpin shows leniency. Guardiola has his say on what he thinks of that decision from the touchline and does get a card. Tempers flaring again. The Bernabeu on edge. Madrid now have a corner over on the right side. Güler will take it. In it comes. Everyone misses it, including Donnarumma, and it comes all the way across to Vinny Jr., just inside the 6-yard box on the left side. The goal is gaping, but the ball is just a little bit behind him, and he has to improvise on the volley, and oh no! He shanks it high and over the bar. Difficult one to take for Vinny with the speed of the delivery, but that will go down as another big chance missed. That's a few times now that Madrid have had players unmarked in dangerous positions for balls into the box. Eventually, a team like Madrid will make you pay for that. Los Blancos are sending on Endrick for the last surge. Raul Asencio makes way, Madrid going for it. You may say that Alonso has nothing to lose, or perhaps more accurately, he has got everything to lose. If Madrid don't find a way back into this game, it will be more ammunition for the already very loud voices clamouring for his head. Madrid, though, are not quite done yet. More excellent work by Carreras down the left wing to engineer a cross with Nunes in close proximity. He whips a clever ball into the box. Endrick rises above Gvardiol and thunders a header off the bar. The stadium gasps. They can't believe it. Donnarumma was beaten. Once again, Madrid are allowed an effort on goal from a cross. Once again, City have looked weak in this area, which is a surprise, as you would expect players of the calibre of Diaz and Gvardiol to be doing better. City, though, are surviving. They just need to hold on for another 5 minutes plus stoppage time. They do the first part amongst a scrappy period of play where Silva and Carreras pick up yellow cards. Quick interesting story about Carreras. He was once on the books of Manchester United, where he had a loan spell at Preston North End in the Championship. So this is a big difference from his Deepdale days. Deemed not good enough by Erik ten Hag, he was sold to Benfica before sealing a dream move to Madrid in the summer. Crazy how careers pan out for some players. The board goes up. There'll be 4 minutes of added time. Which team can hold their nerve? Vinicius Jr. is having one of those nights. He cuts in, does a lot right, but his final strike hits his own man and loops out for a City goal kick. Real push. City are bending, but don't break. Madrid throw everyone forward, but that's good defending by Manchester City, and now they have a chance to get on the break. Savinho drifts into the penalty box, but his effort is blocked by Tchouameni. Mbappe is on his feet, shouting orders and waving his arms in the air. Oh, how Real Madrid have missed him tonight on the pitch. Is there time for one final attack from Madrid? In comes the ball, but that's a precious header from Nathan Ake before Gianluigi Donnarumma gathers the ball, and that will surely be that. And it is that. The whistle goes. Full time. Real Madrid 1, Manchester City 2. A monumental and historic win for Manchester City at the Bernabeu, only their second ever in this stadium, and a night that shifts the entire landscape of the Champions League group. City were not perfect. They were rattled earlier on, but they were ruthless when Madrid weren't. They punished mistakes, controlled the second half, and defended with intelligence in the closing stages. O'Reilly was outstanding both at the back and going forward. Doku was electric, especially when they needed him to relieve pressure on the defence at the start of the second half. Haaland, not many touches, but decisive when called upon. For Real Madrid, the pressure intensifies. Their first half energy evaporated after falling behind. The second half brought chaos without composure, and their late flurry with Vinny Jr. and Endrick having chances wasn't enough. City will say that Courtois saved Madrid from a heavier defeat. Madrid will point to all the good chances they squandered. Vinicius missed 3 big chances, and Bellingham will rue his miss at the start of the second half. A lot of what-ifs in this game, but when the whistle blows for full time, there are no what-ifs, only what is. Also, Alonso looks strained. It's a toss of a coin, one feels, on whether or not he has managed his last game for Madrid. 2 home defeats in a row is grounds for sacking in this house. City climb into a strong qualifying position. They would have been under a lot of pressure in their final 2 games if they hadn't got points here today. Madrid, despite defeat, should still be able to maneuver themselves into the knockout phase, even if that means having to play a playoff game. The curtain closes on another exciting European night. It finishes here at the Bernabeu, Real Madrid 1, Manchester City 2.